Hey folks, Nick here from Another BookTube channel. Today starting what might be a new little mini series on the channel that I am just going to call Lines I Like, which was inspired by my latest read. Basically, these are going to be very short videos in which I just read to you a line or a paragraph or a little excerpt from a book that I particularly liked, and maybe I'll tell you a little bit about why. This is just meant to be give you a little like taste of like the writing style of certain books. So what I'm going to be reading you today is from The Talented Mr. Ripley by Patricia Highsmith. This is in chapter 7, page 37 of this edition of the book. And here we go. When he woke up in the morning, he was in Italy. Something very pleasant happened that morning. Tom was watching the landscape out of the window when he heard some Italians in the corridor outside his compartment say something with the word Pisa in it. A city was gliding by on the other side of the train. Tom went into the corridor to get a better look at it, looking automatically for the Leaning Tower, though he was not at all sure that the city was Pisa, or that the tower would even be visible from here. But there it was, a thick white column, sticking up out of the low, chalky houses that formed the rest of the town, and leaning at an angle that he wouldn't have thought possible. He had always taken it for granted that the leaning of the Leaning Tower of Pisa was exaggerated. It seemed to him a good omen, a sign that Italy was going to be everything that he expected, and that everything would go well with him and Dickie. And I think this excerpt really stood out to me because it fits the theme of the book so well, which is just having your expectations be met because you expect them to be met. Like seeing something because you expect to see it. Tom Ripley throughout the book is presenting himself in a different way to so many different people, and they are, for the most part, seeing what they expect to see from him. I won't go into spoilers, but he pretends to be multiple different people throughout the book, and the people that meet him as those other people take it as a matter of course, like, oh yes, he is who he says he is, because they expect to see that. So Tom, looking out the window, expecting to see the Leaning Tower, and it being there and doing exactly what he expected it to be doing, just kind of fits the whole theme of the book. So there you go. That's why that's a line that I like from The Talented Mr. Ripley. Thank you very much for spending some time with me today, but now it's time to get back to reading.